Hello, monsters abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 25 of my Wood Elf campaign. Now, I don't think this is going to be a win. This campaign is certainly not going to end in a victory. But I might be able to draw it out until the patch hits and there's breaks everything. The reason I don't think it's going to go particularly well is because of the whole Teclis situation. Now, unfortunately, Teclis,
I have little choice but to listen to your inane babbling.
Not only is a massive prick, but also he quite gets on with the Empire over here. And obviously, I'm at war with the Empire. Now, we've only just met him, but we can already see military actions against the Reichland, hero actions against the Reichland and Averland are pulling down our relations. Now, I think I can probably keep us in a fairly good situation just by constantly bribing him, but it's going to be tricky because at some point I think part of the reason Teclis doesn't have good relations with some of these other factions is just because he hasn't met them yet. But because they're obviously all allied together, eventually, at some point, I think they will end up in an alliance. Now, realistically, it should be the case that because obviously I've got a military alliance with him, the Reichland should start losing relations with Teclis, but I don't think that's how the AI does relations. I think it's mostly aimed at trying to kill the player. So I think this is probably going to end up with me at some point at war with Teclis. But we are, we've got the Oak of Ages at rank 3 out of 5, which is, we're halfway there. We're halfway there. And we are possibly living on a prayer. We are going to need 35 amber to get to the next rank, and then after that it's 115. That is just not feasible, in my opinion. That is not going to happen, especially if we're at war with so many people. I maybe should have played a better diplomatic game. But to be honest, I don't think that it was ever really made. If I'd made friends with the Reichland, early and then sort of by extension made alliances with some of these other factions, then that I probably would be in a fairly good position at the moment. But unfortunately, I'm now at war with everyone instead. So what I'm hoping is that I can draw this out long enough. If I can, I'm going to launch a new operation. I haven't got a new name for the operation, and that's obviously one of the most important things about an operation is having the name, and then obviously executing the operation correctly. But I'm, like Operation Hammer Blow or Spiky Twig. That's a bad operation. It doesn't matter. The operation name isn't important, but operation is. We're going to use Irario, Blackie the Blacksmith, to hold the south of the forest, and Durthu and Orion, although Orion will be taking a little nap in 3 turns, are going to forge northward and try and capture some of these provinces. Now, the objective is not necessarily to capture territory, although we probably will. The objective is to spawn Archaon. If we can spawn Archaon, Kolek, and Blondie, whatever his name is, will hopefully come surging down from the north and start kicking the shit out of the Empire and Kislev. If that happens, that will weaken them and might give us a chance. That's basically what I'm pinning my hopes on Chaos turning up. That's what I've been reduced to, people. That's what I've been reduced. It's terrifying. Anyway, so Orion, you do have a skill point you can have before you go on your little nap. You can have sort of fleet finger. Nook and fire, nook again and fire, nook a third time and fire, all in a heartbeat, I'm sure. I mean, Orion having fleet finger will no doubt cheer up Ariel. Sweet Leaf of the Munchiness is what do I mean, we've got Arcane Conduit, like that, Power Drain fine, Earthing, not too worried about that. The Dwellers Below is pretty nice, so is Regrowth. Flesh to Stone would give us more armour. Yeah. Earthblood, Lifebloom, just some general healing when we do cast magic is pretty good. I think the Dwellers Below is just a good spell, I think. It's kind of like Pit of Shades, but more sort of woody. And Dido, you've pretty much got all the skill points, so I guess do some training. You need to train up these new new bunch of archers that we picked up because... Oh, and we also need to trade, don't we? We need to get these wild riders over to Orion's army so that he can go on his next quest. So that's the objective there. And oh, Dirthy's got a skill point as well. Did he? Oh, he killed the... He killed the rebellion last time, didn't he? Okay. Howl of the Forest. I mean, that would increase his melee attack by 8. It's just pretty good. It's just pretty nice. Do I want to go for Flock of Doom, though? That would give us the upgraded spell. You are our caster as well, so let's go for... Oh, no, well... No, Flock of Doom. We're Flock of Dooming it. Flock of Dooming it. There we go. That's good. Everyone's moved. I think the Skaven are still continuing to harass the Empire. And I've noticed there's quite a few settlements that have plagues, in fact. There's one down here as well. So they have been plaguing the Empire, almost literally. And that's definitely making a bit of... There's Volkmar the Grimm's army, and that's looking in very, very poor shape. So that's good. I mean, at least the Skaven can kill humans that way. We've got Ortrilio here. Where can you move? You can catch us up, but I think we can then retreat. So we're just going to scooch over here. That's going to give us some bonus experience. Island Song. An island rises out of the sea before you. Well, that seems fine. We'll land on that. As your fleet approaches the... Well, say fleet, one ship. The crew... well, it's not even a ship, really. It's a rowboat. Approaches the crew. Hear a song that carries over the turbulent surf. A tune that promises much as the lyrics sing of everything from the untouched riches of Grecius Goldtooth to some of Nagash's secrets of undeath. The verses foretell the attainment of great power and wealth. All the crew need to do is bring the vessel closer to the shore. The crew do make it to the beach, but the captain has ensured their ears are covered from the sea banshee's temptations. On the island they discover the cargo and remnants of a crew that were not so well prepared. Haunting. You can get campaign movement because that will help you run away from this Midland fleet. Ebin Frocklichman. We have another fleet over there as well to deal with. So, okay.
All hail Crynsos.
Thrody, can you...
Death comes here.
That wait, yeah. I don't. Are we at war with Bretonia? Have we always been at war with Bretonia? Is that a new thing? I've forgotten. I'm at war with so many people. I just don't even pay attention anymore. Can we wound this guy? 21% chance. Well, you say that, Tinkerballs, but actually their blood didn't nourish the forest, did it? That was abject fucking failure. And we got an imminent rebellion down at Paravon, which is lovely. Oh. Oh, Theody has been bludgeoned to death by a warrior priest. Less than ideal, but pretty much par for the course. They're assaulting my garrison. I do not like that. The Fey Enchantress is sort of treated to the mountains, but at least is sort of surviving. Oh, I need to check who Teclis is at war with. See, this is interesting because I had this before, where the Order of Lawmasters confederated with Lothern, and because obviously the Order of Lawmasters, their capital is in Lustria, I think they sent all of their fleets to Lustria. So this was in the Beastmen campaign. Where are you going? I don't like that. So I sent a couple of herds over to Ulthuan, and there was absolutely no one there. No one was home. I just gallivanted around, burning everything to the ground. I mean, it gave me a lot of money. But I never actually found all of those high elf armies. My guess is they were down in Austria. Little bit weird seeing Keslev down in the Badlands there. So some war herds over in Austria who are literally just wrecking everything. There's huge amounts of chaos corruption down here as well. That's definitely causing some problems for the lizard men by the looks of it. I'm hoping that the Skaven will push the Reichland back and give me some time to sort of take some of the territory to the north over here. Okay, we got raiding, Azerit's back, assassinate failure, assault garrison success, assault garrison success, Doden is lucky, and Irario doesn't believe in Skaven. I don't know why that's a thing. Okay, let's. I wanted to see what Kislev was up to. So let's head north. The Sylvania has been completely crushed by Empire troops. So no more vampires down there. So no help from that direction. But then I kind of didn't think they were still alive. I'm still hoping that Karak Azgraz gets destroyed because that would stop the Skaven corruption problem I'm having. I need to deal with this army over here before they attack my garrison. Can I? Could hop over there with you. Durthu, you could hop over here. And this is a little problematic. I don't know what this guy's up to. What I'm going to do is try and set up an ambush, see if he comes and maybe like takes Brion, because if he does then I can kill him after that, so that would be fairly easy. So I'm not too worried about losing Brion just for a turn. Amount of amber is still pretty good, but that's mostly because we're friends with Tekalis at the moment. Talking of Tekalis,
Very well, speak if you must.
yes, you do not. Yeah, you don't like me giving stuff to Clan Skryra. Skryri? I don't know how to... Is it? Skryra. Skryri. I say Skryri. Clan Skryri. How about I give you some money, which will upset the Skaven probably, but...
I suppose.
Fuck it. Frankly, annoying people at this point is very low down my concerns. Let's go for whatever the hell this is. Remnants of a battle. We might sail all the way down here, maybe see if there's any Tomb Kings who want to make friends. Where's Cetra? There is Cetra here.
You come before greatness. It is normal to feel overwhelmed.
Good. Non-aggression pact?
No, never.
I mean, what you just said and what you actually just said are two very different things. How about I give you some tribute? Well, how many settlements do you have? 1. Oh, yes. Well, no, we're not going to give you anything because you're bloody useless. You've been at war with Numath. I think you start at war with Numas. You've been at war with Numas for the entire campaign, and the only thing I think all these like remnants of battle here are literally them trading armies between each other. It's the most pointless thing I think I've ever seen in a total war game. So probably not worth making friends with you. We'll give some more money to Tekalis because hopefully that will keep him sweet, and he's what's producing the vast majority of our amber. Who else we got? Dotet, you need to come down here so we can see what's going on. We've got another Doom engineer. And hopefully we can deal with that rebellion. Durthu can probably come and deal with Volkmar the Grim. Looks like his army's got over that plague. I'm hoping the Skaven will drop another one on him. Tinkerballs, do you want to hinder replenishment? Good job. You did actually manage that. Learn how to wound people better. And Azurit, can you assassinate this? 24% chance. You failed, but good attempt. Maybe learn how to wound people better. Good. Rat Surge the Warpsmith. So it looks like the Empire armies are pulling back. I suspect there's Skaven running rampant throughout their territory, which is good for me. Weirdly, a lot of the factions that like me are Beastmen. Not you. No. Oh no. No, no. Don't settle Grimhold. No, no, no. 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 Oh. So lots of High Elves now heading for Lustria. Evelyn's still hanging around the mountains, but it's not too much of a problem. Okay, excellent. I think we can hit them. And finish them off. Maybe even get a peace treaty with Middenland. Oh dear. I think the Fey Enchantress may be on the way out. Damn it! These agent actions, oh, they're the worst. Literally the worst. So many agents. I mean, if anything, these beastmen may be the ones that save me. Have they lost some territory up here? Wissenland. Interesting. I wonder what's happened there. Skaven or beastmen? I mean, either way, works for me. Ugh, I hope that doesn't increase the osmosis corruption. Okay, Donut's been wounded, Skull Takers have been killed. Who's done that? The Forge Bound. Mission issued. Thorgrim Grudgebearer. Yes, I don't... The Bantam Weight Warrior thinks he can march through our territory. Well, he's not, is he? He's fucking mild. I mean... That is a long way away. We're not really probably going to worry too much about that. Paladin Valnal and Skelly Bobs also don't... Durthu is literally the entire Wood Elf... entire forest denies the existence of Skaven, who we're currently have an on-aggression pact with, I think. Okay, so it just right. So we won't get any more corruption. So I guess that's fine. Although it's a little bit annoying that the Empire aren't destroying that for us. Okay, so it looks like they've lost. I think that must be a Skaven attack. In fact, I think the Skaven have got a little enclave out here, because all this looks ruins. If it was the Beastmen that had done this, then it would be they would have Beastmen totems in the ruins, but there's none of that, and lots of Skaven corruption. So I think this is a Skaven. Well, I mean that could work very, very well for us. Bit of a shame that we lost our hero over there. He ranged far.
Proud son of Athel Lauren, your orders are
right, we need to finish off this Skaven army. I think I'm just going to auto-resolve that. That's going to be fine. Or release the captives, because why the hell not? And right, it's a confident attacker. We've got a War Dancer drummer, Obsidian, Lodestone, all kind of good stuff. Do I want to move on you? Probably not. I'm probably okay. Durthu? You know what? We're going to try and take out Paravon. So with that in mind, Deatok, what do I want you to have? Smoke and Mirrors? Upgrade? No, Evasion. Give you Evasion. Then you can get Pit of Shades. Let's move you... Well, do we maybe want to give... If we move here, I'm still in range to assist with Paravon. So let's go and lay an ambush. And then, Orion, can we catch up with him? Yes, yes we can. And he can't run away because he's marching. The fool. I'm just going to auto-resolve that one as well. It didn't matter. Oh, should have saved it before. I keep forgetting to save it. My archers seem to pay the price. Never mind. I'll take the money, thanks very much. We've got a Banner of Swiftness. That guy's dead. Orion's picked up another skill point, which we're going to pop in. Let's go with... When your melee attack and defense is already pretty good, as is your weapon strength. To be honest, you're pretty beefy. The only problem I think you might have is maybe your resilience. So maybe you want to upgrade your armor a little bit. Mind you, that would give you more melee defense. You know what? I'm going to give you some more armor, I think. Do that. That boosts his armor up to 91, which is fairly respectable. Dido, yeah, sure, training, whatever. Everyone else is fairly happy.
I live to serve Ariel.
Right, so Orion is going to drop dead next turn.
Lord, at your
But we should be able to grab Paravon. Hopefully chase off Luon. And this army is garbage. He's got peasant mobs in there. I mean, they are rank 7 peasant mobs. They are still peasants, though. They're very well trained peasants. They can do, you know, what do peasants do? Like dying of scurvy or something? Yeah, they can die of malnutrition. Yeah, with the utmost efficiency, but in every other way they are absolute shite. So that shouldn't be a problem to scare them off. We do at some point need to link up with Irario and get these wild riders off him as well, so then we can get the next part of Orion's quest, which would be good. Ruth, you are all the way down here. Now, do I want... I mean, You know what? I think maybe... I mean, we're looking for allies at this point. We found none in Lustria. So we are going to head to the Southlands, see if that's any better.
Lady of the Blade, at your service.
Let's go and grab this. Clearly 2 ships met in combat and brought each other low, their rival crews drowning in battle and hatred. But a loss could be your gain as the sunken ships lean on each other in unstable fashion. Time is short. Salvage must be sought quickly. Let's take a sunken chest because you're not going to be fighting in battles. Magic Drop Trials Campaign's line of sight. You get Terrifying Mask of E isn't bad, so I'll take that and we'll head for this one next.
What do you need?
How you doing? You suffering from seasickness a little bit. So I think what we'll do is maybe head down here, see if we can... I mean, I haven't seen Khalida or Queek yet. Have we met Queek actually? Don't think we have. Clan Nor and Clan Skryra. Skryri. I'm going to call it Skryri. That's what I'm going to do. Going to remember that from now on. We could... I don't really want to trade... I mean, who... Could we get in a trade agreement with anyone? That's increasing. That's getting better. It's getting better as well. So eventually we should be able to trade with these guys. It's not going to bring us very much though. Order of Lawmasters does though. Who has... Kislev has the most settlements. Really? Clan Skryri is the next 22. What the shit? Where the f... Okay, sure. I mean...
13th envoy. You wrong. We know Mistel. We are very real. Can help aid. Absolutely not.
Well, you know what? Have some money on me.
Affirmation, son.
Yep, that's affirmation. That's what I've given you. Go nuts. Let's see if we can, you know, I mean, I think we've got plenty we can help each other with, even though we don't think you exist.
Ready to serve.
Tinkerballs, can you beat up Volkmar again? Yes, you can. You have hindered his replenishment, but his replenishment seems pretty fucking good anyway, so that's fine. Make you a specialist. Azarit, can you... this guy, Theon Helborg, as being an absolute... Thank you. Good job. What I like to see. In the aftermath, trying to come out. Yeah. That's the
Defender of Athelon.
That's our little sailor, all by herself in the middle of the sea, in a rowboat. Oh, right, you've taken out Karakazgraz. Ooh. So Erario has met Volkmar the Grim in combat, and I think this is going to be fairly one-sided by the looks of it. Unfortunately, we've run out of time, so I'm going to have to leave it there. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.